Let's give it a taste. Oh man, that's so good. Hello Rainy One. So today I'm going to be showing you how I made my homemade keto vegan coconut cashew coffee creamer. I use the coconut flakes that I got from Azure Standard. You can make it straight up coconut creamer, or you can do what I'm doing today and make it coconut cashew creamer, but it's delicious. And then I flavor it with, if I want to have like a caramel flavor, then I use this one. If I want to have like a cocoa flavor, then I use this one. I also make lattes with this. But today I'm going to show you how to make the creamer. Okay, I got this gigantic box of coconut flakes, unsweetened organic coconut flakes from Azure Standard. And as you can see, it's dwindling down. I did take out some to put in a 5-gallon bucket. Today I'm going to show you how to make coconut cream, right? So you can use it to make coconut creams for your curry dishes. You can make the coconut cream for your ice cream. You can make the coconut cream for what we're going to do today for our creamer. And so when you want to make coconut milk, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It'll be 1 cup of coconuts to 1 cup of water. But I do want to show you something. If you have a dehydrator, you can take the pulp that's left over. I'll show you the pulp in a moment, and you can make coconut flour. So I just have to blend this up so that it's powdery, but this is actually coconut flour. Okay, and so I make a lot of baked goods with coconut flour, and so even though it seems like we're using a lot of the coconut flakes, don't forget we're getting coconut flour, and it's actually quite expensive. Organic coconut flour ain't cheap, honey. So, and we're going to start off with putting 6 cups of the coconut. 5, 6. I go through this actually pretty fast. Put 3 cups of water to start with, and then 3. So I put 3 cups of water to start with, and then we're going to blend this up. And then I add more water, just enough so that it blends to become pourable. That's not too much water, or else it's going to be coconut milk. Okay, I didn't know I wasn't recording, so I don't know if you heard me say that we started off with 6 cups of the flake coconut, 3 cups of water, and then I added another cup, so a total of 4. And it's looking like it's nice and pourable. It's nice and pourable. So I'm just going to blend it a little bit more, and then we're going to strain it. You see that? Okay. Uh-oh, I hear him coming.
What is it?
This is not a nut milk bag. You know, I never actually had one. This is a paint strainer bag. I think I am going to invest in a nut milk bag though. But so far, these work just fine. It's quite therapeutic. It smells very good. If you love coconuts, I don't love coconuts, but I really like them a lot. But anyway, we're gonna pour this onto here very carefully, and then we're just gonna dehydrate it, and then you have your coconut flour. All right. Now, I can use this as creamer right now. What I do, I'm going to take this creamer . I need to know exactly how much it yielded me. So I'm just going to rinse these off. Since in this part it's so easy. I mean, all of it is so easy. But I mean, this is even easier. So I have my 1 cup of cashews. And to this, I'm just going to add 3 cups of water. Now, if I was making milk, the ratio is 4 cups of water to 1 cup of nuts or seeds. Okay, I personally like to use 5 or 6 cups of water because I want less calories. So the last time I made it, I usually make it with 5 cups, and it's like 120 something calories, and I wanted to get a little bit lower, so I added an extra cup, which was 6 cups of water, and it was like 90 something calories. And I can tell the difference between the 5 and the 6 cups. So, but if you want richer, it's good either way. But if you want richer, because I mostly use the milk to add into my smoothies, just do the 4 cups. Some people even do 3, but I just think you might as well just be making cream, you know what I mean, and not milk. This is all we got to do. Is you do not have to strain cashews. Cashews is the only nut, and actually it's not a nut, it's a fruit, just in case you didn't know that. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is mix this and that. So it's 4 cups, and this is a little bit shy of 4 cups. So what we're going to do now, because the coconut, the fat in the coconut, when you put it in the refrigerator, it solidifies, and you want it to emulsify, so we're going to need an emulsifying agent. And for that, I'm going to use lecithin. And you only need a little bit. You only need a little bit. And it's actually not necessary, so if you don't have it, you don't have to not make this. And I haven't tried it mixed together. Usually I just use the lecithin if I'm just making pure coconut cream, but I haven't tried it with when I mix the coconut milk, the cashew milk with it. So now, also in this step, you can do something. You can flavor it, you can sweeten it. So I sweeten mine with monk fruit, and I flavor it with vanilla. And you have your, sweet cream. And I do it to taste. You could do like a cup, a half a cup. So, start with a half a cup and like a tablespoon of vanilla. Start with a half a cup of monk fruit and a tablespoon of vanilla. Blend it up, see how you like it. And then you can add more accordingly if you want to. Now, but I haven't been sweetening or flavoring mine. Because I didn't want to. And what I came up with, I'm going to show you these little packets right here, hunty. So, 29. This only lasts me 4 days. Okay, so this is a creamer that I like. Okay, but this is not what's in here. This is what I'm making now, is what's in here. And so it's caramel flavored and it's delicious, but it has 5 grams of freaking carbs, and I'm doing keto, so I cannot have that. Now, I can have one of these and I could still meet my macro goals, but it really just throws me off, and I have to eat less of carbs of something else. So really, this is not something I could have on my keto. So I wanted to try some things. I had already been using the chocolate version to make a delicious latte with this. Okay, this is the Chino, and I love this stuff. I mix this because when I drink coffee, I don't drink 100% coffee. It's 50% Chino and 50% coffee. And so probably I'll make one. Oh, let's put the water on. And I'm going to show you creamer, right? I need to show you the coffee. Okay. Now, so I've showed you several ways you could do this, sis, to make it easy. Okay, give you options. You could sweeten it with this monk fruit or stevia or sweetener of your choice. You could put the vanilla flavor in there and be on about your way. But if you want to have a plain creamer, so that you can add different flavors to it for whatever kind of mood you're in, then, you know, if one day you want it to be a chocolate creamer, then you have this. And they also have like a vanilla one in this version. So this is keto, right? And it's 39 calories and it has absolutely no carbs, okay? And it is freaking delicious, okay? So now when I mean this in a sugar-free way, okay? That's what, okay? It doesn't taste like this, okay? But it's not, I've tried so many different sugar-free vegan creamers, and they are horrible, and they have so many different additives and everything. This is all natural. This doesn't have a ton of ingredients. It's glycerin, a caramel flavor, and some sea salt, and a thickener, okay, and xanthan gum to make it thicker. And I probably should put some xanthan gum in this one, but I don't think I need to. So the only thing I'm going to add, and I only add a little bit of this, like a teaspoon. So the only thing that I'm going to add to this, and I'll show you actually how I make my coffee. I use 1 tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon is a serving. And I use 1 tablespoon of this, okay, as well. And this one doesn't have any calories. And this is freaking good, okay? So, but what we're going to do is finish off our creamer. And the only thing that I'm doing now is I'm going to add the lecithin. So I'm going to turn this on low because I want it to be going when I add the lecithin. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it up, and I'm just going to add just a teaspoon of lecithin. Okay, not a lot at all. I'm just going to make sure that that is blended. Pour this in here. Can you see me? Oh, it smells so good, sis. That smells so freaking good. One thing that I do want to say is when you are making creamer and when you're making milk from scratch, it does not have, you know, all those additives and preservatives, so it's not going to last as long. It's good for about 5 days in the refrigerator. And so if you want it to last longer, you could do 1 or 2 or 3 things. 1, you could freeze it. 2, you could freeze dry it and turn it into a powder. And I actually did that, but I have used up all my powder. And then, you know, you could also, you know, or dehydrate it, okay, and turn it into a powder in case you don't have a freeze dryer. And that is one of my goals, to actually do this, freeze dry some more creamer and actually some milk, because when I don't have time to make milk, I want to do it for long-term food preservation, but also when I don't have time to make milk, I could just get some powdered milk from my my little stash and make milk that way. And actually it tastes so good, it's just ridiculous. It's not like powdered milk from back in the day. So I usually, a tablespoon is a serving. I usually do a tablespoon and just a little bit flowing over, just a little bit. And 3 to 4 tablespoons of my creamer. See what it's looking like. It's looking perfect. That is looking perfect. Perfect color. Let's give it a taste. Oh man, that's so good. Alright, so there we go. So you can see the separation starting to come, but that don't bother me at all, and that's normal whenever you make anything like this, creamer or whatever with cashews, you get that separation. Even I think with almonds, but when you just do straight up 100% coconut milk or creamer, you don't get the separation, but it doesn't bother me at all it to separate. You just stir it again and it comes right back together. So to me, it's not that deep and it's delicious. If you just do 100% coconut, then you have, you know, that excess coconut flavor. And if you don't mind that, which I don't mind it, I'm just trying out different things to see, you know, what I like, how I like it, and all these things. And so I thought I would show you with the cashews in it so that you could have that option, but you also know that you don't have to put the cashews in it. Okay? There we go. So thank you so much for watching. As always, there will be links in the description to all of these products, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think.